I invite all of you to join me in welcoming to the podium the College of Arts and Letters 2017 Undergraduate Student Commencement Speaker, Kelsey Wiley.
Good morning, students, faculty, family, friends, and alumni. Today, we are here to celebrate the many accomplishments of our senior class at the College of Arts and Letters. I'm sure the seniors can agree with me when I say that our undergrad has truly flown by. Whether it has taken you 4, 5, or maybe 6 years to complete your degree, you should be incredibly proud of yourself. They never said college was easy, and I'm sure most of us can say it certainly was not. But we're all here, ready for what awaits us when we leave this arena. They always say that graduating college is the beginning of the rest of your life, but as an English major, I refuse to believe that this is the beginning of an entirely new book, but simply an addition to the story that you've already written. While this transition is overwhelming, there's an excitement that cannot be contained. I want you to think back to your first day of undergrad at Michigan State. How were you feeling as you entered your first 8 a.m.? Honestly, you were probably exhausted and a little irritated that you had to wake up that early, but I'm sure there was some anxiety about starting this new chapter. But there was also excitement for what stood before you. And despite that being 4 or 5 years ago, those feelings may have resurfaced in these last few weeks as we prepare to leave Michigan State as alumni. I would say that there are 4 types of college graduates. The first are those who came to MSU knowing exactly what they want to do. The second are those who had a slight idea but couldn't articulate it at their grad parties. The third are those who came with no clue at all, but you found your path. And then there are the fourth, who were so sure of what they wanted to do, but then you found yourself on a different journey. But again, look where we are now. We're here to celebrate our accomplishments as Spartans, but we're more than that. We're artists, scholars, educators, performers, linguists, writers, but most importantly, we're people who choose to study, to create, and to inspire. It is important now that we reflect on our experiences at Michigan State, as our education and personal growth have cultivated both inside and outside the classroom. The courses we took have tested us in ways that we may not have anticipated, challenging our values and forcing us to confront difficult topics that we have never encountered ourselves. We've learned about experiences that we haven't had, but those perspectives and experiences have shaped our views on the world and our place in it. We must remember the people we have met and how they've contributed to our understanding of the human experience. But most importantly, we must reflect on the moments of struggle that have left us winded, exhausted, and sometimes feeling hopeless. Through struggle, we learn to endure and we learn to be resilient. There were classes that felt impossible to accomplish. We lost sleep studying for an exam a week away. We skipped out on meals to walk halfway across campus for a study session. We did all that we could to make sure that we passed a class, even if it hurt us. Things such as stress and relationships or employment have impacted our mental health in ways which we will have to grapple with for the rest of our lives. But we will continue taking care of ourselves. College was an opportunity to redefine yourself, where this may have been your first time leaving your family and your community. You had to leave a place where you were known, only to enter one where you had to make yourself known. Here you could reevaluate your beliefs and your values and the people you wanted to surround yourself with. Here is where you built a community based on similar interests or a sense of belonging. When you are asked what the future has in store for you, I hope that you can answer truthfully as you've taken the time to reflect on who you want to be and where you want to go. Or perhaps your struggle existed outside of school in global, national, or local crises that have left you conflicted about your role in the world. And for some of us, that struggle was in our very own homes. Halfway through this semester, my father unexpectedly passed away, and I've never felt such a deep sense of hopelessness. For those that know me, I'm a bubbly person who loves to smile and can't stop talking. But the days following my father's death, I didn't know how to be content. How could I when I felt so broken? I thought I wouldn't be able to finish this semester. I was afraid I'd taken off too much time and that I would fall behind. I thought school was unimportant because now mortality had never felt so impending. But my father was deeply invested in my education, and it would have been a shame if I gave that up. And so I came back, more resolute than ever, because completing my degree was not just for myself, but for my father. School is my favorite place in the world, which makes sense why I'm entering a career that forces me to be in school for literally the rest of my life. School is where I thrive. School is where I've met wonderful people who inspire me every day and who are going to change the world. School is where I'm valued and supported by both students and faculty alike. Even when my life felt like it was falling apart, school helped glue some of those pieces back together. While we should take the time to reflect on our past experiences, it's imperative to be in the moment and to think about what our future will look like for us. Today, we will leave this room not as students, but alumni, not as novices, but as experts. We will enter the workforce with creativity, critical thinking, a quest for equality and justice, but most importantly, a love for learning. Whatever craft you have cultivated at MSU, keep it. Don't ever doubt the strength and power of your craft. And for those who are unsure of what that craft might be, it will arrive unexpectedly, and you must nurture it. As individuals, we have a duty to one another because the world is not always kind. Therefore, we must show kindness wherever we go. As human beings, the world is not always safe. Therefore, we must protect and defend those who are victimized by others and institutions. And as artists, the world is not always beautiful. Therefore, we must create beauty in everything that we do. Before you leave this room, I ask you to maintain three things: your craft, your principles, and your character. Remember what you've experienced here at MSU and beyond. Remember to be proud of what you are capable of. But most importantly, be proud of who you are. At Michigan State, we have learned to endure, to reflect, and to keep moving forward. The skills we have gained, the people we have grown with, and the education we have received will help us as we enter an unpredictable world plagued by both ignorance and violence. We have been prepared for greatness. We will succeed in our own time. It will not be overnight, but it'll happen when we are ready to take the next step. Today is ours to celebrate, and tomorrow is ours for the taking. Congratulations, senior class of 2017. Thank you very much.